Good evening, everyone. Hope you have had a good Wednesday. We're opening three things tonight, a couple of memorabilia breaks, and then Topps Finest Baseball, which just came out today, and I'm always excited to get into our new release stuff. We are potentially going to have a team available in Topps Finest too. I know some of you are interested in that. We'll talk a little more about it when we get to that point in the evening. But let's start off by going over our information so everybody's on the same page. Feedback is set to be 100% automated. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, the second message there, far more important, is just to say thank you. I appreciate everyone being here this evening, spending part of your time bidding, breaking, and chatting with me, keeping me company and on the straight and narrow. We are taking a look right now at things that are coming up. These are the breaks we're going to be doing over the next several days. And you'll note that every night other than Saturday night, we're going to start early. We're going to start at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific on Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday. Saturday night's the only night that we're going to do a 9:30. We're going to kind of see how that goes. We may permanently switch to 9 o'clock, or, after that little trial run there, I'll kind of figure out if we just want to throw it in here and there, or if we want to stick on that format. But for the time being, tomorrow night is a half case of Tier 1 baseball. Those are loose boxes. Honestly, I had forgotten that I got them, but one of the places that gave me an allocation gave me a half case along with some other stuff. So we're going to break that along with another 12-box case of Legacy Football. On Legacy Football, the veteran base has its own bidding spot, does not ship to the teams. Friday, we have two new release products coming out, Luminance Football and Leaf Flash Football. So we'll open a case of each of those on Friday night. Saturday, we're going to do a half case of Bowman Jumbo Baseball. It's the back half of a case we started a few days ago. Paper Base doesn't ship to the teams in that one. It has a separate bidding category. On Sunday, we'll open Flash Football again, and we're going to open another case of Leather and Lumber Baseball, that high-end Panini product that came out a week or so ago. We opened the one case, and then I kind of forgot to put it back in the rotation. So, there you go. Now it is. Then on Monday night, we'll open Luminance Football, a second case of that, and we're not going to open Finest again until Monday night, and normally that's not the way I would do it. We would have opened it Friday and maybe Sunday as well, but I have so much stuff on hand to break right now. I decided to work through a little bit of that, and we'll start back with Finest, of course, tonight, and then again on Monday night, and then after that, we'll be on a probably 2 or 3 times a week schedule until we run through it. Here is what you need to know about shipping. So we have a couple of free shipping breaks tonight and one paid shipping break. Our free breaks, that would be the memorabilia breaks, so our full-size football helmet and the Premier Gear baseball. And those are projected to go out no later than a week from today, which would be Wednesday the 12th. All of my free shipping stuff, I automatically project it to say no later than a week from the date of the break. Now, a lot of times it goes sooner. Many times it goes considerably sooner, but definitely should not be any later than that. Now, our paid shipping break, which is Finest Baseball, I'm projecting to get out the door on or about Saturday. As always, if I can get it to you faster than that, I will gladly do so. And sometimes on Saturdays it gets a little dicey because short post office hours. So if I were to not make it the cutoff on Saturday, then of course, it would have to slide to Monday. But I think Saturday's probably pretty realistic. Consolation cards is our last piece of business tonight. That should not apply to Finest. I think every team will pull cards in there, I expect. But if for some reason you did get skunked in Finest, your consolation cards would ship with the rest of the break since it is a paid shipping break. On the free breaks, if you get skunked in one of those, your consolation cards are typically held until the next time you have a package shipping, and then I would just send them all out at once. If, however, you don't want to wait for that, all you need to do, drop me a little line on eBay, let me know. We'll be happy to accommodate. So first up tonight is our 2019 Gold Rush Autograph Full-Size Football Helmet, break number 1. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Wednesday night, the 5th of June. You will see a few teams in here that don't have bids, didn't sell on eBay. That's the Panthers, the Bengals, and the Jags in here. So if it comes out for one of those teams, of course, it would just stay here with me since no one bid on it. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you, well, you know the deal. That's all the stuff we just went over. New spreadsheet will go up before the start of every break. So if you're not in this one, hang tight. You'll see your name up there shortly. And finally, yes, the background did go out of focus, and that was on purpose, so don't worry about that either. And the last thing I should tell you, I'm going to show you all the seals on this. That's the bottom of the box, and there's the top of the box, so then I can stand this up and cut into it. We have been having some storms. It seems to have moved through the area at the moment, so I don't think it's going to impact anything unless another one comes through. But they have had, you know, lightning and high winds and little hail and whatnot. So if for some reason the power were to go out or the internet got knocked off or something, just know that I would start back as soon as I could. I like to warn everyone of that whenever we have, you know, storms coming through on a break night. So this is definitely on a collegiate helmet. I can tell you that much because it looks like it's an Oregon helmet. Oh, and I know who it is. Well, for one thing, there's a sticker in the top that tells me, but for another, we can actually read this signature. So how about the Tennessee Titans taking home a little Marcus Mariota signature on the college helmet there for the Oregon Ducks. So Tennessee Titans get our autographed helmet tonight. And here is our JSA authentication that goes with it. Our JSA sticker there on the back as well. So a shiny little Oregon helmet headed to the Titans. Hi, Greg and Jay Allen. Greg says he's definitely for 9 o'clock. He'd rather switch to 8:30 starts. Ooh, that's really early. So Greg doesn't like any of the Topps products, but we know that. We know that, Greg. You definitely have shared that opinion with us, so sorry that you don't like those, man. Echo, I did see you in there tonight. You know, half the time I don't notice what is on that spreadsheet. I just kind of cut and paste without really reading it too much. I'm always just kind of in a hurry to get it done. But I did notice you in there. Echo, haven't seen you in a while, so nice to see you. Jay Allen, you need Phillies and finest. We will do our best. And JM needed the Patriots. I'm sorry, man. I know. That was a drag, wasn't it? And Brad didn't get what he needed either. Oh, dang, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to be going into Onyx Premier Gear next. I'm kind of tilting that once again so you can see the sealed tape on the top and the bottom there. But I've got to put our spreadsheet up, of course, so that we can get the 411 before we dig into this one. So we just went over all this, right? I think everybody heard it. Everybody knows it. If for some reason somebody didn't hear it, please read it now and hit me up with any questions that you have. So this is our fourth break of Premier Gear. I might as well have just opened this myself because I own most of the teams in here, or players, I should say. It was a player break because most of them, as you see, did not sell. We have a few that did. So Barry Bonds and Eloy, Gleyber Torres, Joe Jimenez. Who else in here managed to find a home? Jose Abreu, Mookie Betts, Nomar Mazara. Who else? Acuna, Hernandez, Mauricio, Shedlong, and Victor Robles. They found a home. Everybody else, if it's anybody else out of that big, long group, I guess it'll just be added to my collection of stuff. I forgot to show you the red things on the end. See those little red jobbers on there that say Onyx are probably supposed to be some kind of little weird security seal. Oh yeah, there they are on the bottom too. See, I don't know what I'm doing. We haven't opened this. We haven't opened this in a while. I forgot those were on there. That's all right. So Blue Sack is here too. Hi, Blue Sack. Well, Greg, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you just want certain players, it absolutely makes sense for you just to go and buy the ones you want. I do understand that. Not everybody's a fan of breaks, that's for sure. We've all got our things that we like and our things that we don't. Okay, so who in the... okay, so that's going to be Wander Javier, I would assume, because that's definitely Javier, and it looks like it says a W in front of it. And he signed them here. He signed them here and here. And did he sign the other one? Yeah, he signed the other one in 2 places too, there and there. Sometimes these smell really bad when you get them out because of the sweat that's in them. But we're going to open it up anyway because we got to get to the stuff that tells us what's what. Yeah, so that is Wander Javier. And there's your COA from Onyx, and another little Onyx COA to go along with it. And then some, you know, game-worn cleats in a big, gigantic size. Signed by Wander Javier. So there we go. All right. Next up, kids, we are into Finest Baseball. Our new release product for today. Hooray, hooray. I always look forward to Finest. I love that it has a lot of nice parallels and things in it that I like. So, okay. Info time, one more time. If you didn't see it before, and you didn't hear me talk about it, there it is. Catch up on it, read through it, hit me up with any questions. Moving on down the line, an 8-box case of 2019 Finest Baseball, break number 1, because it just came out today, Wednesday, the 5th of June. Once again, team names are on the left-hand side, and your eBay user ID up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side. And there we go. That's what we're looking at for Finest. Now I'm ready to dig into this bad boy. Let's find out what we've got. Brad, you said you had no idea what the Onyx Premier gear is. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Here's how they bill it. Okay, they bill it as it can be game used gloves or hats or jerseys or, you know, all kinds of different game used autograph stuff. Even I think they may have even had bats on that list. But in reality, every single one that we opened this year, they were all cleats. So that's our 4th one. We opened the other 3 shortly after the product released, and for some reason I just didn't get the 4th one done, so that's why we plugged it in tonight. But yeah, so every single thing that we pulled this year was all cleats, which is, I mean, fine if you collect cleats, but if you don't, it's not as interesting. Of course, you know me, I held out hope thinking, oh, maybe it'll be something besides cleats in this last one, but yeah, no, it wasn't. All right, Finest. It has too many boxes per master box. So the first thing we're going to do is get all the mini boxes out and get the master boxes out of the way for the sake of, you know, just being able to kind of rock and roll once we get going. This is kind of the way I like to do it. We will find 1 Chrome card autograph in each mini box of Finest. So 2 per master box, 1 per mini box. Does that make sense? The moral of the story is 16 in the break. They like to confuse us over there at Topps, telling us that it's one thing and another thing. Like, just put it all in one box and be done with it. But they don't. They don't like to do that because hobby stores, you know. hobby stores don't want to have a whole full box of Finest to sell because it's kind of pricey for them in many respects. So instead they can pop them open and price the mini boxes individually, and that's why they do it that way. But anyway. Oh, you said you'd never heard of Wander Javier. Yeah, most of the Onyx stuff is, I mean, obviously there are some guys in there that are already up in the majors, and depending on the product, like the autographed baseballs, will have a lot more of guys that are maybe already up. But most of their other products, it's all about going through the farm system. It's all about the prospects. And so you got to wait a few years on some of these guys before you're going to have something that's, you know, more valuable, if you will, assuming that they make it and all that kind of stuff, which we always assume they will, right? Oh, Greg, you watched some Finest earlier? Yeah, well, you know I like Finest, and you've already told us you don't like it, so I know. I'm sorry you don't like it, but I do enjoy it. I think it's a great product. I look forward to it every year. Arguably, I like it better than Topps Chrome, and I know a lot of people are going to scream about that, but I do. I like Finest. Adam is here. Hi, Adam. Jay Allen, I will do my best to get your Phillies mojo going. And Brad says nobody wants something. I don't know what. Probably whatever we were talking about there before with the Onyx stuff. Yeah, I know. So, okay, kids, here we go. So, blue chips insert for Blake Snell. This is my first time looking through it as well, so we're going to go a little slower through this first set to get a handle on what's what. Blue, of course, is to 150 in Topps and Bowman. That is Jake Bowers for the Indians with the blue parallel. Not sure how I feel about this year's card design. It's a little different than than normal. I mean, it's always different every year, but I don't know. It doesn't grab me quite as much. That is a refractor for the Blue Jays with Danny Jansen, a little rookie refractor there. Prized performance insert here. Those do not appear to be numbered as best I can tell. That's Didi Gregorius for the Yankees. Another blue chip insert. Yes, Greg, we know you don't like the product, man. Again, you know, sorry. I know you don't like it, but not much I can do about it. I don't control how they make the product, but as always, I would just say pass on it when you don't like it. This is Ohtani with a refractor for the Angels. Our first autograph out is for the Tigers with Lugo. So he's our first little hard-signed autograph that we can find tonight. 1 down and 15 to go. Oh, Anthony, the cleats. Yeah, right. I mean, again, it just depends on how well those guys come up through the farm system. You know, if one of them comes up to be the next, you know, Aaron Judge or something like that, then all of a sudden they have a nice little value built in. And if they don't, then worst case scenario, find somebody that wears that size foot and they got a nice pair of cleats. So, you know, so I look at it anyway. Brad, you said the Dodgers and the Red Sox don't have very many autographs in here, huh? 1 each, you think? Yeah, sometimes they do that to us. We don't know why. There's Eloy, refractor, White Sox. Oh, you guys want to know something interesting? Okay, so we were talking recently about Leaf baseball, right? And how they had said we were supposed to have Trinity baseball this Friday. And I knew it wasn't going to be this Friday, but they hadn't given us a new date. So they finally came out with a new date today, and they've moved it to mid-July. So they've moved it over a month. It's a refractor for Salvador Perez and the Royals. And then Acuna to 150 blue parallel for the Braves. But the part that's the most interesting, this is the part you will find the most interesting. Their entire lot of autographs from Joey Bart for that entire product got lost in the mail, or UPS or FedEx or whoever had it. Echo, is that for you, my friend? It is Pete Alonso. I bet you have the Mets in here tonight. I hope you do. I know you like Pete Alonso. So if you do, that's going to make you pretty happy, I think, with our autograph out of the second mini box there. Thomas, they're always going to go to whatever team is on the card. So when it says the Mets on there, it's going to the Mets. If it says the Tigers, it's going to the Tigers. The only time that something like that would be different is if we're talking about a Leaf baseball product or football product, because Leaf is not licensed to produce those with logos, and for that matter, neither is Panini. But Panini puts a city name on it. Leaf doesn't put anything on it but a player name. So for any Leaf products, it would go to the player's current team. But any other product that lists a team, either by city, by team name, by team logo, or whatever, it's always going to go to the team as shown on the card. Again, the only exception being those Leaf products because they don't show the teams. Ryan Borucki comes out for the Toronto Blue Jays as a refractor. And Russ is here. Hi, Russ. Yeah, the helmet tonight, I think somebody might have jumped in there and told you already, but in case anybody else wants to know, it was Marcus Mariota came out for the Tennessee Titans. The signature was on his collegiate helmet, on an Oregon helmet, but of course his current team would be, the Titans, so it goes to the Titans. Was a Jake Bauers refractor, and then to 150 we have Buster Posey for San Francisco. And our autograph here is Brandon Lowe for the Tampa Bay Rays. So, yeah, but can you guys believe losing the entire set, the whole lot of Joey Bart autographs for the entire Trinity product? So that means, you know, all those nice patches, everything they had got lost. They didn't say which carrier. They just said lost by the carrier. But it's like, come on, man. Like, how does that happen? That's just insane, isn't it? Oh, the checklist you said has Jake Bauers on Tampa. You know what? I will tell you. Well, first of all, where were you looking? On the Topps website or on one of the aggregate websites, one of the places that takes the checklist and breaks it down? There's a reason that I ask that, because it might be that he has autographs for one team and his base cards for another team. That does happen occasionally with Topps. It's a refractor for Buster Posey and the Giants. So that's a possibility. There's also a possibility if you were on a third-party website that they simply put in the wrong information, because that has happened before too. Brian Anderson for the Marlins was a refractor. I guess you noticed that, though. Mitch Haniger to 250, purple parallel for the Mariners. Our autograph, Danny Jansen, Toronto Blue Jays. Couple more base, and that finishes off that mini box. So, yeah, I don't know. It could be, here's the deal. Sometimes when Topps is producing something and someone's traded, they will have they already will have had their cards printed and autographed with the old team, and their autographs will still therefore be like a prior team in the product. And then when they print the base cards for the product, which is always later than they've printed the cards they need autographed, then the base cards will reflect a current team. So that definitely happens sometimes with Topps. Wow, Brad says that Joey Bart sucks. Dang, man. That is harsh. Why do you say that? I like Joey Bart. Michael Kopech for the White Sox with a refractor. More inserts there. Blue chip, etc., but not refractors. Christian Stewart is a refractor for the Detroit Tigers. I think I'll just wait and sleeve those refractors after the break. That way you don't have to wait on me to do it each individual time. Our autograph headed to the Yankees. It's numbered to 99. That is one Justice Sheffield. So that is an example, of course. He's a player that has been traded, but this card was printed, obviously, before he got traded and signed before he got traded. And Topps ain't going to waste those signatures, believe you me. They're going to put them in there. Oh, you were looking at Cardboard Connection. Yeah, I would always say look at the Topps website, right? And look at their official checklist just to be certain. And it may even be something like what we just talked about. It could be that his autographs are one team and his base cards are another. I mean, there's any number of possibilities on that. It could be that, you know, Cardboard Connection fat-fingered something and got a wrong team listed. You never know. Max Kepler with the Twins. Refractor. So that's why I always go to the source when it's available. Scooter Gennett from the Cincinnati Reds on a refractor. And we have a Jeff McNeil. Mets are having themselves a night. Refractor rookie McNeil autograph for the Mets. So if Jake Bauer's card had said Tampa Bay on it, it would go there. But again, it does not. It says Cleveland Indians on both the front and the back. So it's going to go to the Indians. If we had the card and it came in and it said Tampa Bay on it or the Rays on it, then it would go to the Rays. But since it says the Indians, it for sure goes to the Indians. Oh, Anthony, you said Goldschmidt is in here as a Diamondbacks autograph in this product. I did not realize that. That happened far enough back you would have thought they got that right, but I don't know. I mean, they print some of this stuff really early so that they get their autographs back in time to put them in the product, and that's how this sort of stuff happens then as a result. Blue to 150. That is Ryan Borucki for the Toronto Blue Jays with our autograph out of this mini box. Mitch Haniger for the Mariners. And we should have another numbered or refractor or something. There it is. Josh Bell for Pittsburgh. Brad says the San Francisco Giants are the team you hate. Okay, so that's why you don't like Joey Bart then. All right, well, that makes sense. I understand that. Brandon, I'm like you. I like Break Ninja, so I use them quite a bit, but also I have found things even on there that have problems. I like Group Break Checklists as well. It does have the S on the end. Not just Group Break Checklist, but checklists.com. I probably use Group Break Checklist more than I do Break Ninja, but I do like both of them, but I have found mistakes in those from time to time as well. Yelich as a Brewer, a little Shohei Ohtani green /99 for the Angels. So I tend to, as you all probably know, that's why I like to use just the manufacturer's checklist. That's what we always put up on the screen when we need to go verify something. That little blue chip happens to be numbered to 50. It is our gold parallel. And how about that? It's another Shohei Ohtani. So we got a couple of numbered, I put that in the wrong stack, a couple of numbered Ohtanis came out right there together, didn't they? Speaking of, I might as well separate our numbered cards real quickly so we can recap them. There's Kersh for the Dodgers. I see a redemption afoot. I know, so mean. Face down until the end of the break, and then we'll check it out along with any others we pull. Yeah, Brad, I didn't do an the arm brace tonight. My wrist was feeling a little better today. I've been wearing that brace for my carpal tunnel practically 24/7 for the last few days. So it is feeling a little better today, and also this break doesn't have as many cards in it, so I figured it would probably hold up. I was hoping anyway that it would. So far, so good. Thomas, you have seen a ton of Borucki pull today. He's probably, there's Paul DeYoung for the Cardinals. He has probably been the guy then in this product. This is numbered to 250, purple parallel, Josh Bell. For those of you who have opened Finest over the years, you know what I mean. It seems like every year in Finest, there's one player who I call the guy. It's just like you pull him out of every case that you open without fail. Jose Abreu and the White Sox. And it seems like there's always, his autograph is just everywhere, and you have to think he just sat down and signed for a month solid. And so maybe Ryan Borucki's going to be the guy in Finest this year. Meanwhile, how about an orange Juan Soto /25, making the Nationals a little happy there. Nice smile there for the Nats with Juan Soto /25. I like it. Anthony, you don't want to see any more Mets tonight? You don't like the Mets either, Anthony. Brad, you've seen a lot of DeYoung come out as well. Yes, well, we will, we'll see then. Maybe he'll end up being the guy. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, you're not kidding, Jay Allen. Tomas Nido was crazy in there last year. He was in there a lot. You were in bed, I thought, Jay Allen. I thought you were. You said you haven't slept like 2 hours or something in 48 hours. You need to be sleeping, man. You're gonna have 100 5-hour energies tomorrow. It's Josh Bell /99 for the Pirates. Corey Kluber, Indians. Yeah, I can't believe, I really should have, there's Juan Soto again for the Nats with a refractor. I really should have gone ahead and listed Finest, even though I had all this other stuff to break, because I'm really bummed now that we're not going to be opening it again until Monday night, because I like Finest. We'll probably open it like every night next week to make up for it. Now, here's to answer your question. Here's your Jake Bauers autograph, and it is indeed Tampa Bay Rays, so it is exactly what we had discussed as our theory, that his autographs are the one team, the former team, and the base cards are the updated current team. So pretty much exactly what we predicted, but now we know for sure because there it is. So if that's who you were hoping to get for the Tampa Bay Rays, then you're in good shape. All right. Another blue chip. This is another orange /25. Buster Posey comes out for the San Francisco Giants. Right. One more time, guys. The team on the card. So Jake Bauers, Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays. So that card goes to the Tampa Bay Rays. It's just like any other break. It's going to go to the team that's on the card. The only time that it would not go to a team on the card is if there is no team on the card, which is how the Leaf stuff works. Then it goes to current teams, right? But if there's a team printed on the card, it will always go to the team printed on the card. Numbered to 42. That was his number, Mariano Rivera, with our die-cut finest careers in here for the Yankees. You usually find one or two of those a case for whoever's career they might be honoring. This year, of course, obviously it's Rivera. Dansby for the Braves with a refractor. Corbin Burns, Milwaukee Brewers, refractor, autograph. Headed to Milwaukee. Well, yeah, Brad, for sure. Rivera was awesome. Like, whoever they do the finest careers of is always somebody you're like, oh, man, that's so cool. Trying to think who all they even did in recent years. I think we had Cal Ripken. We had Big Papi. Who all have we had? We've had... But they're always players like that, or like Rivera, where you don't even have to necessarily be a fan of the team as a whole, but you can appreciate the player. That's usually who you find in finest careers, somebody like that. That was a refractor for Will Myers and the Padres that shot by me there. And I guess I saw the reflection of the card coming behind that, because it's Belly /150, the blue parallel for the Dodgers. He has been a man on fire this year. Cody's had a good year. Trevor Story, Rockies. Chance Adams, Yankees, blue /150. So we have 4 mini boxes left. So we've got 4 more hits that we're going to find, as well as the one redemption that we're going to flip over as well. So. Hi, Scott. Scott says it is not the Indians' year in Major League Baseball or in Topps. Oh, man, I'm sorry. There's got to be other Indians in here, though, on the checklist, right? I mean, there's got to be some Indians possibilities for you. We hope, we think. Javi Baez, Cubs. Another Shohei Ohtani. That's crazy. That's our 3rd numbered Shohei for tonight. We're going to pull the rainbow right here. It's purple /250. So the Angels getting a lot of Shohei color anyway. Matt Olson refractor for the A's. Ooh, little green wave. Rowdy Tellez /99 for the Blue Jays. And you know, I was beginning to think Rowdy was never going to make it to the major leagues. Doesn't he seem like he was in the minor leagues for... He wasn't really, but doesn't it kind of feel like he was in the minor leagues for 100 years? Lindor is who's in here for the Indians. Okay. Well, Scott, then we're going to have to try to work the mojo to get a Francisco Lindor for you then. I'm assuming that's your team tonight, the Indians. So we'll have to try to conjure him up for you. Jose Barrios, Twins, Refractor. Walker Buehler, the newest ace for the Dodgers. Ryan O'Hearn, purple to 250, KC. Tukey comes out for the Atlanta Braves. Nice. A little Tukey rookie refractor for Atlanta. I'm a fan of that hit. Yes, I am. I like it. All right, we're on next to last. I have to try to conjure up the big mojo here in our last couple of boxes. Willy Adames, Tampa Bay Rays. That is gold to 50. And Franco for the Phillies with the refractor. There's our other finest careers here for Rivera. There's usually, I don't know, what guys, 4 or 5 different designs, 5, 6 maybe, of the finest career die cuts that you can collect throughout the product. Some easier to find than others is generally the way it works. Robinson Cano, that's a refractor for the Mets. And we got the Redbirds here with Jose Martinez autograph headed to St. Louis. I don't even know if the Reds and the Cardinals are still yet playing. Like, second night in a row, we've been rained out at the start. Last night, I mean, the delay was reasonable last night, but man, tonight it looked like it was absolutely just pouring there. And I waited for a little while and then checked back even a little bit later, and a few minutes later it was still just pouring, and so I didn't go back and watch again. I switched over to the NBA Finals, so I don't know if Reds Cardinals ever even got a pitch off tonight or not. Because St. Louis was getting drilled by rain. Gleyber Torres, Yankees refractor. Nolan Arenado, Colorado Rockies to 250, purple. Billy Hamilton, Kansas City Royals. That's still hard for me to say. Refractor. I liked him so much. Kyle Wright, as the Braves hit another one. This is a green wave to 99 rookie signature for one Kyle Wright. So Braves, not too shabby in here tonight. I forgot to say Last Box Mojo, though, didn't I? But Brandon caught it for me there in chat. He said Last Box Mojo. I missed it, though. Tim said, oh, they postponed the game. Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought they might have to. It was ridiculously raining. Scott says delay in Cleveland, too. So Matt Chapman is on the other side of our redemption. Finest Blue Chips autograph variation, Matt Chapman. That's going to be the Oakland A's, but you know how we roll around here. That's right. We're going to go to the Topps website and we're going to verify it, make it all official like. if I can find it on here. Where are you, Finest? I can never, ever since they redid this, I have the hardest time finding stuff on that list. I don't know what my problem is. Before it was just chronological, so you could find it and there it was, and I don't know. I can't seem to get my head wrapped around it. So we saw Finest Blue Chips go by, but I don't know if it's going to give us that as an autograph variation. It should, so I don't know. Yeah, it does. Okay, so this is where we need to be. So there we go. There you see Mr. Matt Chapman. Across from it, it says the Oakland A's. So now we are all official from the Topps website, verifying our redemption. So now we are going to recap our autograph hits and our numbered cards. We're not going to recap all the refractors because, there's a lot of them, and if they're not numbered, they're, I don't think we really have to recap them if they're not numbered. So Nolan Arenado, Rockies, that's the purple to 250. This, of course, is not numbered, but is one of our case hits, and that's the finest careers for the Yankees with Rivera. One of two that we'll find. Numbered to 50 for the Tampa Bay Rays, Willy Adames. Kansas City Royals, Ryan O'Hearn, purple to 250. Shohei Ohtani, purple to 250 for the Angels. Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers, blue to 150. There's our other finest careers, Rivera for the Yankees. Buster Posey to 25, San Francisco Giants, orange. Josh Bell to 99, green, Pirates. Josh Bell to 250, purple, Pirates. Jake Bauers to 150, blue, Cleveland Indians. Acuna, Braves, blue to 150. Buster Posey, blue to 150 for the Giants. Mitch Haniger to 250 for the Mariners. Shohei Ohtani to 99 for the Angels. Blue chips to 50. That is also Shohei Ohtani. And you know what just occurred to me? We did have a team that I was going to offer up to you all, didn't we? I just now remembered. I got so excited about wanting to open Finest and all that. I didn't get that done, did I? So, alrighty. So our redemption is for Matt Chapman and the Oakland A's. Kyle Wright and the Braves, blue, or rather green. I can tell my colors occasionally. Green wave to 99 for the Braves. Jose Martinez comes out for the St. Louis Cardinals. Tukey, refractor, Braves. Green wave to 99. That is Rowdy Tellez and the Blue Jays. New York Yankees, Chance Adams, blue to 150. Corbin Burns, refractor, Milwaukee Brewers. Jake Bauers, Tampa Bay Rays. Right? Numbered, went to the Indians. Autographed to the Rays, because that's how Topps made them. Juan Soto to 25. Washington Nationals, orange. Ryan Borucki to 150, the blue, Toronto Blue Jays. Jeff McNeil came out with a little refractor for the Mets. Justice Sheffield to 99, New York Yankees. Danny Jansen, Blue Jays. Brandon Lowe, Tampa Bay Rays. Lugo for the Detroit Tigers. And Pete Alonso for the Mets. All right, so that's it for tonight, guys. And, oh, Thomas, well, I'm glad we had some good luck for you. I always want to have good luck for everybody. Sometimes it works out, and then other times some people have good luck and some don't. But I always try to have good luck for everybody. It's a lot more fun when you hit. I know that. All right, so for anybody who missed it earlier, yeah, you're right. I'm going to put up spreadsheet information again. So expecting Finest to be on the way approximately Saturday. If I can get it out faster than that, I certainly will do so. Our helmet and Premier gear will be on the way no later than Wednesday a week from today. Free shipping stuff always projected out no later than a week after the break. Usually goes a little sooner, though. If you are due consolation cards, meaning you did not pull anything at all for your team, not a base card, not a single thing, If you're in Finest, your consolation cards would ship out with the rest of the break. If you're in one of our free shipping breaks, I would typically just hold on to your consolation cards, send them when your next package ships. But if you want them sooner and you don't want to wait, you just drop me a line and let me know. I'll gladly take care of it for you. So what's coming up in the days ahead? Note here, guys, we are starting at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific every single night for the next 5 nights except for Saturday. Saturday will be 9:30 Eastern. Everything else, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, all going to be 9 Eastern start times. So tomorrow night, it's a half case of Tier 1 baseball and a 12-box case of Legacy football. On Friday, it is a 12-box case of Luminance football and a 12-box case of Flash football. On Saturday, it's a half case of Bowman Jumbo baseball. It's the back half of a case we started a few days ago. Paper base does not ship to the teams in that. It has a separate bidding category. On Sunday, Leaf Flash football and Leather and Lumber baseball, that new expensive Panini product that we've only opened once so far, so it'll be our second crack at it. Then on Monday night, it'll be Luminance football, case number 2, and finally back to Finest baseball. I really messed up not listing it again till Monday. I'm going to miss it between now and then. I'm going to kind of be jonesing to open it, but anyway, we'll probably open it Monday and maybe again on Tuesday, and we'll open it 2 or 3 times next week to make up for it. So there you go. That's it for me tonight. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I hope I see you again, if not tomorrow night, sometime soon. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch you the next time. Bye now.